Hello everybody, my name is Algam, and welcome back to Death Mark 2. Previously we started the case of Slit-Mouthed Kashima, a unique combination of the Slit-Mouthed Woman and Kashima Reiko, who you may recognize more as Teki Teki. Oh, I've been given a new sacred object. Ooh? A lot more. So we've got Mifune Temple's Straw Doll, Dorman Village Shiki Charm, Osore Jima's Ganesha Statue, and a bag enhancement. Reduce 2 damage from suspensive acts and events. Ooh. Oh, acquiring this item will cause the Tenru Shrine Guardian to lose its effect. Okay. Now, is that going to get rid of my... It will. Okay, it does. A white straw doll from Mifune Temple, a temple where people took shelter from revenge curses. It will bear a bit of your misfortune. Minus 2 damage during suspensive acts and events, 43 grand. Okay, so these are essentially just upgrades of the previous sacred items that we had. Which I think it's a bit of a shame that we can't just keep those, because I would like to keep the items so I can see the descriptions later on. Come again, stranger. I pick up the landline phone in the infirmary and punch in the number for Kujo Mansion. Is that you, Mr. Yashiki? Yeah, you must have been waiting for my call. Why'd you wait until now to call? I was getting bored scrolling through forums and almost left the place, you know. I calm Ada down and explain the current situation. That must be rough. So it's my turn now, huh? What do you want me to look into? Unique portrait. Kujo Mansion at night is so freaking creepy. This building is so old and spacious, I feel like something's gonna pop out. You'll get used to that feeling. I mean, I'm friends with all of the ghosts there, so... Really? I want you to solve this case before I have to get used to anything like that. Kashima. Find any information related to Slit-Mouthed Kashima? Okay, give me a sec. I'm checking it out. There's a post about Slit-Mouthed Kashima in the H-City Spirits thread. Looks like it was a really hot topic in the past. Is there any new information there? It pretty much lines up with the rumor you told me earlier. But this post includes a story about a student who became the Kashima in the rumors. It's from an unknown source, though. No telling if it's true or someone just posting garbage. That's fine. Who's supposedly Kashima? Rei Kashima, a female student from Konohara Academy who killed herself 5 years ago. Again? With the... Also Reiko Kashima? Unfortunately, it doesn't say anything about why she did that. So this female student became Slit-Mouthed Kashima due to a grudge from her life. I need to find out what Rei Kashima's grudge is. Ada, check if there's any Konohara Academy who won a gold prize in any kind of competition. It doesn't have to be recent. Events from years ago are fine too. Okay, give me a sec. Got it. I could only find one, though. That's fewer than I thought. Yeah, the school's a prep school, so they're not all that invested in club activities. Anyway, who's the winner? Megumi Manabe. She won a gold prize in an art contest. What about her? She might be the next target. Can you find her address or phone number? I hope we can contact her. That'd be tough to track down since it's private information. Just having a potential lead on Gold Prize's identity is a win in my book. Let's assume Manabe is Gold Prize and proceed with the investigation. Kashima is said to be that girl's spirit. That's all I could find quickly. The internet has a lot of information, but it's not omniscient. She was an art club student who won the gold prize in H-City's art contest 5 years ago. That's all I could find. Talk to you later. Bye. Rei Kashima, a student who may be Kashima. Megumi Manabe, a student who may be gold prize. Both of them attended Konoehara 5 years ago. I'd be unlikely to find a current student who had useful information about them. But Sakamoto's been at the school for a long time. Her knowledge may be key. Say, Yashiki. I don't think any of the information we've gotten so far has any connection with this place. Oh, actually, I just came here out of curiosity. Oh, alright. I think I understand that impulse. When I'm dealing with a patient, I'll ask them about the most trivial things that catch my attention. It does earn me some glares sometimes. Oh great, so there's more fluff dialogue. Sakamoto's the only one left in the faculty room. Judging by all the papers piled up on her desk, she's probably pulling overtime. Still investigating ghosts, Mr. Yashiki? What business do you have here? Just letting you know ahead of time, you're not going to find any spiritual phenomena here. There's something I want to ask you. Can you not see? I'm busy with work. You're interrupting me. Please get out. Wait, someone's life is at stake. There might be more victims, like Horikoshi. Horikoshi, huh? The day you were investigating her, she disappeared. You're claiming a spirit did that? Exactly as you say. Hanago of the toilet killed her. Even though the headmaster told me to keep it a secret, I've got no choice. I had to play that card to have any hope of convincing her. Mr. Yashiki, I don't believe in the supernatural. Do you expect me to simply take your word on that? This is precisely why I was against the headmaster's idea of appointing you as a teacher here. And my stance hasn't changed. Your background, ability, looks, none of them are suitable for our venerable institution. Hey, I believe my looks, ability and background aside, my looks are rather fine, okay? I know that. Oh, so you're aware of it. Let me be perfectly clear. I cannot stand your presence. Sakamoto just came out and made it clear. This is going about as well as I expected. However, you said someone's life is at stake, and I can't just ignore that. It has nothing to do with my beliefs or my feelings about you. This is about my core morality as a human being. A teacher has to set an example for their students. So, are you going to help us? Very begrudgingly, yes. What do you want to ask me? There's nothing I want to talk about. There's something I've been curious about. Your necklace and wristwatch both have rabbits on them. You like rabbits or something? That's... I'm not going to answer such a private question. No, it's just... I'm just feeling a little nostalgic. My late sister really loved rabbits, that's all. Oh, I see. In fact, she loved rabbits so much that she became one. That's the ghost story that was the talk of the campus 5 years ago, isn't it? I don't really know the details since I'm not interested. Are you familiar with a girl named Megumi Manabe, Miss Sakamoto? She's an alumnus who won a gold prize in an art contest 5 years ago. Miss Sakamoto? I don't really remember. It's been 5 years. I can't just ignore the fact that she froze for a moment there. She's hiding something she doesn't want to talk about. Slit-Mouthed Kashima is rumored to be Rei Kashima, who committed suicide 5 years ago. Indeed, that rumor was quite prolific back then. How unfortunate and imprudent. I want to know more about that incident. What happened to Rei Kashima? Sorry, but I've already forgotten about it. What kind of adult will be interested in a ghost story concocted by some kids? Well, you were unhelpful. Say, Mr. Yashiki, you should read the school newspaper from back then if you want to learn more about Slit-Mouthed Kashima. The school newspaper, you say? Yes. The newspaper club collected rumors circulating around the school and compiled them into an article. School newspapers are stored in a special archive in the library. I thank Sakamoto and leave the teacher's room. According to Sakamoto, there should be school newspapers from 5 years ago around here. There may be some useful information about Slit-Mouthed Kashima. Let's find them. Interesting. You're letting me explore.
Yoshi.
This bookshelf is filled with all sorts of encyclopedias and pictorial books. I pick up a random book and open it, only to find one of the pages blackened by mold. We can use ethanol to remove the mold, but maybe we can do that some other time. Why is there such a huge mold problem? Books about plants are arranged on this shelf. So they've got books about medicinal and herbal flora? Quite impressive. Definitely befitting of Konohara Academy's high standards. This is the library's checkout counter. There's nothing particularly unusual about it. This sure brings back memories. I used to borrow a lot of books, and then never read them until it was time to return them. There's a wooden book storage cabinet with a glass door. It seems to store special books that aren't allowed to leave the school premises. Konohara Academy school newspaper is written on the spine of one of the books. This is it. Let's have a look, shall we? Inside, find original copies of the newspapers placed in chronological order. Rumors about Kashima were making the rounds 5 years ago. Let's find articles from that time. I find 2 articles that look promising. Which one should I read? Is Miss K's death the revenge of the dead? Or is Miss S's disappearance the dead's doing? Word around school is that Miss S has gone missing. A search warrant has been issued and police are currently investigating the case. Miss S was last seen in front of the gymnasium. Rumor has it she was trying to run away from something, looking back over her shoulder several times while she ran. She fled inside the gymnasium and was never seen again. Police checked the building, yet there was no trace of Miss S. The reasons for that are obvious. There's no way she would be found. Kashima's grudge killed Miss S, so her corpse should have disappeared from this world, same as what happened to Miss K. To normal people, these articles might seem like nothing more than groundless rumors. But when you dig deeper, we actually find some solid evidence, since Miss K's and Miss S's cases have many things in common. Both of them were third years, Kashima too. Both of them were in the art club, Kashima too. Both of them didn't get along with Kashima. Both of them visited her grave. Kashima might have turned into Slit-Mouthed Kashima and claimed vengeance. Note, Kashima's spirit form is Slit-Mouthed Kashima, similar to the slit-mouthed woman. This one seems to have important information. I feel bad, but I decide to borrow this without permission. Miss K from the third year is said to have disappeared from the main gate, according to a person who witnessed the event. I saw a bunch of scissors poking out of Miss K's body. She didn't look alive to me. Well, I would expect that they're not alive. For some reason, police completely disregarded the brave witness's testimony and treated this case as a simple missing persons case. Sadly, it appears we'll never know the truth. Just before her death, Miss K went to a cemetery to visit Kashima's grave to pay respect after her recent suicide. The two of them didn't get along well, so many assume she only went there to score some brownie points with her teacher. If Kashima held some resentment against her, she would have definitely seen through her, and she would have definitely taken revenge. Considering the way Miss K was killed and how her corpse went missing, one would not be surprised to think it was the work of something supernatural. It seems obvious that Miss K was murdered by the late Kashima's grudge. I put the newspaper archive back onto the bookshelf. What a tacky, unscrupulous article. Well, at least they tried to pursue the truth. I guess I'll just believe that they got the basics correct. Here's just some more fluff dialogue. What do you want to do here, old man? I'm not really sure. Let's inspect some other places then. Time is... Wait, I forgot how it goes. Time is money. It's not that hard to remember. Don't you dare start going teacher on me, old man. I'm not good at English, just so you know. Do they even take care of these books? Not like I care all that much, but still. This complete collection of edible plants kind of catches my attention.
Yoshi.
I've never been to a library before. Being around this many books makes me kinda sleepy. Arg, it's so annoying to be stuck in here with our spirits around. If only the chief editor would give me the okay, I'd be accompanying you. You do not want to accompany me on this journey, okay? I already got someone killed in the alternate timeline. Hello, Mr. Yashiki. Do you have anything else you want me to look into? It'd be difficult to find out more than what was written in the newspaper. And people 5 years ago didn't really use the internet the way we do now. You might have better luck asking Konohara Academy students. Really? That's it? I show Sakamoto the 2 newspaper articles. According to this article, students K and S were killed by Slit-Mouthed Kashima. Do you know anything about them? Let's see. I remember who K was supposed to be. The name of the student who disappeared in front of the school gate was Erika Kamio. What kind of student was Kamio? She was a bright student, a mood maker, if you will. She was a little bit too carefree, though. I often scolded her for it. How about S? No clue. I've never interacted with her. But there were some students with the initial S in the art club. It'd be nice if we had a way to check the names from them. Just refer to the graduation yearbook from that year. The students' names and clubs are written in it. Oh, okay. And where is it? You're quite fortunate today, Mr. Yashiki. Yearbooks are usually stored in the office, but I happen to have it with me today. Thank you, but why do you have it? One of the students borrowed it. They returned it today. Looks like another student is interested in the graduation yearbook from 5 years ago. It might just be coincidence, but I can't help wondering. I'll just tell you the name of the student, since I'm certain you'd return to me to pester for it, later anyway. It was Abe from 3A. Here you go, Mr. Yashiki. Sakamoto picks up the yearbook from her desk and gives it to me. The yearbook is quite elegant, with the emblem of Konohara Academy engraved on its red cover. Let's check out who S is, old man. On the last page of the yearbook, there's a list of the year's graduates. Erika Kamio, who died prior to graduation, also has her name listed here. How kind of them, allowing a student who died a violent death to still graduate. If that's the case, S's name should be here too. I begin to list down all the art club students with the initial S. We have 3 candidates. The first is Hikari Shida. Second is Saiko Shinohara. Last one is Miho Shinji. One of them must be Student S, who disappeared in the gymnasium. And if the rumors are true, she was killed by Kashima. A note was slipped into the yearbook. It's a torn bit of paper with some things scribbled on it. Rumor has it, Miss S, who disappeared in the gymnasium 5 years ago, still haunts the place. The wall in the storage room is dyed with black stains. They are traces of regret left by the dead. Vengeful spirits make their appearance known to those who take interest in them. You must never touch that stain. Student S disappeared in the gymnasium 5 years ago. This is the case the school newspaper mentioned. Rumor has it, her spirit appears in the gymnasium storage room. The note doesn't end there. Kashima's truth is intertwined with the art club from 5 years prior. Therefore, to unearth her past, we need to thoroughly inspect the art rooms in the old and new building alike. The art room in the old building, in particular, requires heavy scrutiny. Ray Kashima used to while away her time there often in the past. However, the building wasn't in use at that time, so what business would she have there? What kind of truth lies thence? My left eye shall discern it soon enough. The writer of this note, Abe, is clearly looking into Kashima. He seems to have honed in on the art room since Kashima and the others used to be an art club. I have no idea who the hell this Abe dude is, but he clearly knows what he's doing. Why don't we examine the art room ourselves? Right. I'm also curious about the gymnasium and the storage room, the place S haunts. Can we not? My word, how can a supposedly mature adult allow themselves to get so worked up over some ghost rumors? I'll never understand it. Yeah, I mean, it's my job, okay? It's what I do. I get paid for this, okay? Can you tell me where the art room and gymnasium are? There are art rooms on the second floor in both the new and old buildings, just above the music room. The gymnasium is near the special building. Here, take these keys with you. Explore to your heart's content. Oh, just one thing. There's no light in the gymnasium. Wait, isn't the gymnasium still in use? Yes, that's true. I don't understand why, but the light there acts strangely whenever night falls. We've asked the vendor to inspect it, but they never came. Well, it only happens at night, so thankfully it doesn't interfere with classes and club activities. I guess I'll be relying on my trusty flashlight while I'm exploring the gym. Almost forgot. Can I borrow this yearbook? Sure. Handle it with care. You're going to pay compensation if you get it dirty. Alright, we have several candidate spots to explore. Where should we begin? The gymnasium is near the special building. Should we head there first? Or should I examine the art rooms in the new and old buildings first? They're on the second floor. It's on the second floor. With one crisp twist of the key, the door to the art room opens. And what awaits us? Blank canvases are placed on the shelf. I lean in closer and a moldy scent hits my nostrils. This is strange, though. It's not even rainy season. I wonder why it's like this. Who knows? It could be the work of spirits. The paintings are stored on a shelf so that they don't overlap. They probably wanted to let the paint dry. When I look at the top drawing, I note that the edges of the paper have been eaten by moths. There have been more insects in the school lately. Mr. Konoe's been complaining about it as well. Come on. Several easels surround a short podium. Is this where an art model usually stands? For nude drawings and that sort of thing? There's nothing on top of the podium, and the canvases are all blank. Okay.
Yoshi.
There's a rough sketch on the desk. It's probably been here for quite a while, judging from the dust on the face and shoulders. Desk? I wouldn't call that a desk, but whatever. There are some art supplies on the shelf. These are probably used for class. I shouldn't touch them without a reason.
Yoshi.
There are a lot of coloring materials inside the cupboard. In particular, there's a lot of red. Makes me wonder what they've been drawing. Hey, Yoshiki. There's something behind this cupboard. The flashlight caught it for a second. It looks like a metal pencil case. Can you pick it up? No, this gap is too narrow for my arm. I doubt we could fish it out either. We'll have to move the cupboard first. This thing looks quite heavy, though. Maybe we can move it if we work together. Let's give it a shot, Daimon. Me? I can try, but... Okay. I place my hand on the left edge of the cupboard while Diamond's on the right. On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1... No matter how hard Diamond and I try, the cupboard refuses to budge. I'm sorry. Guess my feeble strength isn't adding much here. I'm gonna need someone strong to help me move the cupboard. This is an impossible task for Diamond and I. Anything else? I'm holding my breath here. I know that there's a possible jump scare somewhere around here. I'm only bringing Daimon because he hasn't really seen much use, so... I mean, they wouldn't make him an option as a partner if we weren't going to use him. I return to the old building once again. Unreal things often occur here, as I experienced during the entire Hanako of the toilet ordeal. May as well declare it a haunted building. Haunted places usually have some history, some kind of unsavory events that transpired there. So, did something like that happen in this old building? I'm fully aware how dangerous the old building is. Let's do what we need to do before something happens. Let's head straight for the art room. That one has a valid point. You've all accepted that this investigation will be life-threatening, but that doesn't mean we should take unnecessary risks. Let's examine what we came to examine and get out of here pronto. And with that being said... Oh boy. That means that we're probably going to encounter a spirit here. This shelf is quite dusty. I guess it's been neglected for some time. There's nothing inside. I think there's something on top of that shelf. An eerie tooth? I reach up and grab the thing Diamond spotted. It's a sketch pad. Why is it here when the old building isn't used for classes anymore? I flip the sketch pad open. The book is filled with drawings of flowers. Hydrangea on the first page, bellflowers on the second page, and cosmos on the third. The rest of the book is blank. Mind if I take a look? Yeah, sure. I hand the sketchpad to Daimon. I direct my attention toward the back of the art room while they're checking out the pad. Oh boy, there's going to be spooky thing. The only thing that catches my eye is a canvas on an easel. Why is that canvas just sitting there? Why hasn't it been put away? It's as if someone's still using this art room. Not surprising though. You can focus on drawing without getting interrupted here. Mary, is that you? What was that sound? It sounded oddly familiar. A female doll wearing a red dress emerges from the darkness. Not gonna lie, I thought that this was like a one-off character, and that was going to be it. Set into her broken face are a pair of sparkling crimson eyes, staring straight at me. Remembering Mary. No matter how hard I try to speak, I can only let out a hoarse groan, as if a piece of cloth has been stuffed into my mouth. Meanwhile, Daimon keeps examining the sketchpad, unaware of the doll's presence. Once again, it's as if I'm the only one who can see her. I'm sorry, that sounded like... water. Water. Could I have a drink, sir? Hand it back. The doll grabs my arm with her cracked right hand. My vision goes blurry. My consciousness is fading. Is she trying to show me something? What are you drawing, teacher? What's that? A flower? What do you want, Manabe? Say, you gave something to her, didn't you? Do you love her? Haha, it's not like that. I simply want to support her future endeavors and dreams. Oh. Go out with me, then. What? I put my all into winning that gold prize so that you'd love me back. Hold on a second, what? Oh no. Oh. What are you saying? Don't joke around like that with your teacher. I'm not joking around, though. I'm being serious here. Hey, what are you... Oh no. I love you. What's gotten into you, Manabe? Get away from me and put your clothes back on. I told you. I'm serious. Heh heh. Ooh, bad touch. The vision is gone, and so is the female doll. I just witnessed a student trying to seduce her teacher. Since he called her Manabe, that means Manabe must be gold prize. Which also means that vision I just saw must be from 5 years ago. But I still don't understand. Why did that doll only show this vision to me? Hey, the Kujo bloodline. All of the dolls are drawn to it. I'm just hoping this one doesn't want to kill me. Earth to Yashiki. Shall we move to a different room? Okay. What should we do with this sketch pad? That female doll appeared when I put my hands on that sketch pad, which makes me think it's connected to Kashima's case. Let's bring it with us. There's a small iron bucket. Do they use this to wash paintbrushes? I heard that door open in my left ear. I inspected just in case, but there's nothing inside. There are pieces of plaster statue scattered around everywhere. I don't see anything that catches my attention, though. There's a blank canvas on the easel. There shouldn't be anyone using this place anymore. Who put this here? Perhaps someone's been secretly practicing here. One corner of the wall is dented and cracked. Black mold is growing through the cracks. Looking closely, there's something small stuck in one of the cracks. A moldy tooth. I try to pull it out and it clatters onto the floor. It's an eerie tooth. A roller cabinet. When I open the door, I'm greeted by the dank, musty old odor of mold. It kinda smells like ink. I direct my flashlight at the inside, though there's nothing there. Oh, okay. A loud sound emanates from the other side of the door. The sound of something falling and breaking. Well, you know what? Let's go in, alright? Let's go right on in. The art storage room is pitch black. I can't see anything inside, heightening my other senses. As a result, my hyper-focused hearing causes my pulse to pound in my ears. There's a wet sloshing, a plopping sound. And a sound of clothes rustling. A girl whispers to her teacher in a sensual voice, "No! No, don't tell me it's what I..." There's someone in the back of the room. I slowly guide my flashlight toward the presence. Oh my goodness. What it illuminates is a mangled, monstrous creature. Her mouth is slit from ear to ear. She's also got sharp, pointed fingers resembling scissors. Whatever she is, she's not Slit-Mouthed Kashima. This thing looks entirely different from the entity I saw at the cemetery. Her tentacle-like tongue wraps around a broken plaster statue. She licks it repeatedly over and over again. She then sweetly whispers into the statue's ear. You love me too, right? Love me more than her? She's too preoccupied with the statue to even notice her presence. This is a great opportunity to run away from this freak show. But wait, her distinctive white hair and her Konohara Academy uniform. No way. Is that Michiho Kinukawa? Is she being possessed by a spirit? If that's the case, that explains her malformed appearance and lewd behavior with the statue. Why are you not answering? Say my name. She's pleading to the statue, her voice hoarse. Her name, huh? She's transfixed by the plaster statue. There's a possibility I can trigger a reaction and distract her. Can I distract her by calling her name? That's going to draw the attention to me, but let's just call the Michiho. She's not responding. Her attention is still fixed upon the statue. I guess that didn't work. Kashima. Teacher is there too. I was trying to go for the wrong answers. Which one is my teach? I don't know. Possessed by Kashima, Michiho lets out a scream before collapsing to the floor. She's not moving at all. She's probably passed out. Her appearance has also returned to normal. Daimon, is she? I asked Daimon if Michiho is alright. She's good. No injuries that I can see, and her pulse is normal. Though we can't just leave her here and continue the investigation. Let's go back to the infirmary first. With the help of Daimon, I lift Michiho onto my back. Is she still, does she still have the scissor hands and the weird tongue thing? Because that's going to be, one hell of a thing to just bring back to the infirmary. After that, we leave the old building. Once we return to the infirmary, we lie her down on the bed. Mister, who is she? I tell Sho and Moe about what happened in the room. So she was possessed by a spirit? Hey, old man. When do you think Kinukawa was possessed? That incident at S Cemetery, most likely. I think that's when Slit-Mouthed Kashima must have taken over her body. She said she'd sensed her presence so strongly back then. Was that why she lost consciousness? Huh? Why am I in the infirmary? Oh, you're awake. How are you feeling? I'm fine. Why am I here? I explained the sequence of events to the confused Michiho, including what happened in the art storage room. It's probably shocking and embarrassing for her, but I have to. I'm in dire need of any information regarding Slit-Mouthed Kashima. Oh, I see. So all of that wasn't a dream. Do you remember? Not that clearly, though. You have questions for me, don't you? Ask away. What happened after we parted ways? You mean after I got on the bus, right? I really wasn't feeling well, so I rode the bus straight back to the school. But when I was about to go to the dorm, I heard that voice. What voice? The one from the rumor. You know, Yukami Oshinjimon Abe. Before long, my mind began to drift off, and I don't really remember anything afterward. Why were you in the old building's art room? The voice in my head told me to go there. Teacher's waiting in the old building's art room. Who's the teacher? They didn't say a name, but now that I think about it, it doesn't make any sense, huh? But at that time, I didn't think about it at all. So I just went to the art room. You know, sometimes, back in my death mark days, I used to get a funny little voice in my head as well. So I understand the feeling. Why were you clinging to the statue? Her expression turns grim. Even though she was possessed, she still disgraced herself in front of others. She's flighty and free-spirited, but she's still a child. She probably doesn't want to recall it. You don't have to answer my question if you don't want to. That's not it. I have no memories of what I did to the statue. But I remember hugging a man. He was lean and quite good-looking, but nothing compared to you, though, Mr. Yashiki. So what you saw was a human. Correct. The moment I laid my eyes on him, I couldn't control my passion. I guess that's what you call love, don't you think? I don't know. Summarizing all the information I got from Michiho, led by Kashima's voice, she went to the old building's art room. The voice told her teacher is waiting there. And when she got there, she found an attractive man that was actually a plaster statue. She felt an intense passion for him, as if she were madly in love with him. If the feelings I had belonged to Kashima, that means she was in love with this teacher. She took over my body to meet him. That's all I can say, I guess. Does that help? Yeah, thank you. So, Kashima loved a teacher. Even after death, her feelings remained strong. If her feelings weren't reciprocated, that love could have turned into hatred. If we can find out who that teacher is, that'd be a big step toward discovering Kashima's grudge. I'll be going home then. As much as I want to help, I'm too tired after all of that. I don't want to be a hindrance. Want me to see you to the dorm? No, it's fine. I can't trouble you more than this. But what if something happens to you? Are you worried about me? I'm flattered. Anyway, if something does happen, I'm sure you'll come save me. Bye-bye. Michiho waves her hand excitedly before leaving. The heck? Does she have no shame? What a self-centered and pushy chick. I'm so close to replying "you're one to talk," but I hold my tongue. Shall we resume our investigation, Yashiki? We'd better take a close look at the art storage room Kinukawa was in. There might be some clues about this teacher. Haha, you know what? A slight jump, but this time I was fully prepared for your nonsense.
Yoshi.
There's a steel cupboard, which has clearly been through some things, judging by the dents on the door. The door doesn't budge at all when I try to open it. The rail seems to be buckled. I guess it's my turn now. Thanks, Daimon. Daimon wraps his fingers around the handle and gives it a forceful tug. And just like that, he easily opens the door. Way easier than opening up a patient. There's a notebook inside the cabinet. It's a ring binder with a fancy cover. The initials SH are engraved on it. There are several entries written inside the binder. It looks like a diary. The letters etched by pencil are filled with warmth and softness. I find some familiar names on the last page of the diary. Rei Kashima is a passionate student. Unlike other female students, her eyes are not just fixed on me, but also the work I'm doing on the canvas. Though the paintings she submits are always lacking in technique, it is easy for anyone to see that they have been painted in earnest. For me, spending quality time by myself in the old building's art room and focusing on my drawings are the happiest moments of my daily life. I told Kashima this yesterday. Then she asked me to permit her to draw next to me and promised that she wouldn't bother me. Kashima said she wanted to be a hairdresser like her mother. Growing up with a single mother, she must really look up to her mom. I'd like to support her dream, so I gave her hairdresser scissors on her birthday. She was really pleased with the gift and said that she considered it her treasure. I lost my favorite pencil case. Where could it have gone? I really loved the muted glow of the brass. Kashima offered to get me a new one. It was a nice thought, but an inappropriate one. It seems I've gotten way too close to her. I need to tread carefully. Kashima asked me to draw 3 of her favorite flowers: hydrangea, bellflowers, and cosmos. At her behest, I drew some rough sketches of the flowers. She should understand my feelings toward her after seeing which flower I drew first. I'll use flower language to convey my feelings. Quite the romantic, I see. What's the florography for hydrangea, bellflowers, and cosmos? Don't ask me. I only know about bones and muscles. There may be a book about florography in the library. They're the same flowers drawn on the sketch pad we found in the art room. They must be the sketches this diary was referring to.
Yoshi.
A statue of someone with a muscular body. Its bulky torso and arms are stained with mold. There are some art-related items inside the old shelf. And there's a gap behind it. I turn my flashlight toward the gap and find something small rolling in the back. However, the gap is too narrow for my arm. Even my fingers can't reach the thing. I'd probably be able to get it out if I had something thin to stick in there. Okay, I guess we need to get something then. Probably the pencil case. A scattered plaster figure is lying on the floor. When Michiho was possessed by Kashima, she was hugging the statue thinking it was her teacher. Time to inspect it. Who knows? Maybe we'll find something useful. Upon examining it, I find something that doesn't look like the rest of the statue fragments. I pick it up with my hand. It's an eerie tooth, yanked straight from the jaws of Kashima. Well, I do not want to have to go through the suspense of walking all the way back, so I'd like the Osorejima's Ganesha statue. A charm used to summon Shikigami in a phantom village that can't be found on any map. Ganesha statue. A mythical crafted item from Osorejima, a sacred place. This item attracts the attention of the lucky elephant god. So I have an extra 15 rate, -2 cost, and -2 damage, which a lot of stuff already does that amount of damage, so... Hell yeah, just leave the muscle work to me. I place my hand on the left edge of the cupboard while Sho's on the right. On the count of 3, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. When Sho and I synchronize our effort, the thing moves. Heh, nice work. Here's the pencil case. The pencil case I received from Sho is an elegant item pressed from a solid brass plate. Its owner's name is engraved upon it, Sosuke Hirose. It holds a brown pencil and a blue pencil. They're from a brand I've never heard of before. I'm guessing they are used for sketching. In order to test my hunch, I tried to scribble using the pencils to see if I can detect any difference. I see. The brown pencil feels a bit smoother than the blue pencil. Seems like the pencils have different lead, so they feel different. Maybe they're used for different things? If you're that interested in them, just keep the case, old man. I should hold on to it. I do have to bring it back to the owner. You think someone just lost their case behind that heavy-ass cupboard? You're way too much of a do-gooder sometimes. Perfect tool to use when you want to draw some strong solid lines. Soft, delicate lines. Where's that? Are softly drawn on 3 pages. Now that I think about it, flower language was mentioned in the binder we found in the old building. Are there any books about florography here? Bingo. I grab a book about florography from the shelf and look for the entries about hydrangea, bellflowers, and cosmos. Hydrangea. Blue flowers that bloom from early to mid-summer. In florography, it is used to indicate frigidity, regret, and capriciousness. Bellflowers. Bluish-purple flowers that bloom from summer to autumn. The florography of the bellflower is unwavering love. Cosmos. Before modern-day cultivars became predominant, cosmos were short-day plants, So the white, peach, and red flowers bloomed in autumn. It's used to represent harmony and the pure heart of a maiden. This may be useful for our investigation. Let's borrow it. Whoa, quite the criminal, eh, old man? Borrowing books without permission? Oh no, they're going to fine me a quarter. Or maybe it's more. I don't know. That's how it was back in my high school days. If you were late with returning a book, it was like a quarter. And then it increased, I think, for each day you were late. So hydrangea was drawn first. Unfaithful. Eternal love and harmony. I don't know what unfaithful would mean. I mean, I'm guessing the teacher was married and, you know. Alright, there is only one more place to check. And that is the gymnasium. I leave the special building and walk to the gymnasium. I pull out the key I borrowed and unlock the door. Didn't she say the light's not on at night? Do you think it's 'cause of, you know? Perhaps. Chills wreck my spine. I have a very bad feeling all of a sudden. But there's no turning back now. Oh, what the... What is this feeling? I feel strange chills and an intense pressure at the moment I enter the gymnasium. It's like a T-virus has infected me. Darn, it's so suffocating in here. Departed? The departed's laugh is ringing in my head. Is this also a part of their curse? Staying here for too long won't do me any good. I'd better end the investigation quickly. Cursed places? Once you enter a cursed place, your spirit will decrease even if you simply stand in the area. Also, you can't run in these places. Keep a watchful eye on your spirit gauge and escape from danger. The source of a curse. When places are cursed, there is always a source. Explore the vicinity while paying close attention to your remaining spirit. Ah, great. I didn't think I'd be exploring the poisoned swamp of this area. It doesn't look like the root of the curse is here. Let's look somewhere else. Something small falls to the floor. It's a blackened tooth. I can feel severe chills radiating from my palm. Is the severe cold being generated by this tooth a curse? Hey, old man, don't you think this thing's the reason we're getting worn out? Yeah, I think so. There's only one thing to do with this, then. What, am I gonna smash it? Joe snatches the cursed tooth and slams it to the floor. The cursed tooth shatters into pieces. Violence is usually the answer. I hear a frustrated scream, then my chills subside. How's that? It was an impulsive decision, I know, but everything worked out pretty alright. Stop being the curse. In order to stop the curse, you need to shatter the cause of the phenomenon, the cursed tooth. Find the cursed tooth hidden in the cursed place and break it. Well, that's a trip back to the infirmary. There's a door that leads to the backstage. Okay. There's an iron basket for balls. Did they forget to tidy it up? There's an emergency exit that connects to the field. Okay. It's gonna be something spookalicious in here. Inside the room, all kinds of sports equipment for PE class have been arranged. This seems like it's the storage room. This place doesn't feel right. Oh, really now? Let's just hurry up and finish whatever we need to do here. Hey, yeah, I'm not going to inspect the... You know, a sloppily folded mat. Is it just me, or is there some dark object moving behind the shadow of the mat? What the heck? You could have just ignored it. Hey, it could be an eerie tooth, alright? I put my feet on the vaulting box in front of me with one hand on the mat. And then I swiftly flip it over at once. A massive swarm of black things bursts out, scattering everywhere. They were bugs, weren't they? But probably roaches. I find something on the mat. I pick it up, it's an eerie tooth.
よし、いけそうだ。
Huzzah! A few large rubber balls are lined up here. Don't they usually use these for core training? My school doesn't have this, but I know about it. Really? There's nothing else to explore? Hello.
これは
There are black stains across the wall. Is this what Abe was referring to with that bit about the walls dyed with black stains in his note? He surely examined it well. Okay. It looks like the black stains are oozing out from the wall. What's causing this? Dust? Defective building materials? Mold? Even after examining it closely, I still can't tell what it is. Yoshiki, is it just me, or does that stain resemble a face? Now that he mentions it, the stain does kind of look like a human face. Abe mentioned this in his note. You must never touch that stain. Touch. I step further inside, approaching the stains. Are you gonna give it a try? Never change. Never change, Yoshiki, never change. I cautiously extend my fingers and touch the stain. Will a vengeful spirit really appear? Or will I just get sick from mold? Whew, it seems like nothing happened. I guess this rumor was a baseless one. What? I hear something. The sound of someone moaning, I think. What? I don't like how the head... I will say, though, it's very interesting how it's animated, unlike a lot of the other ones. I mean, I guess there was the spirits, so... Before I know it, she's already there. A female student with scissors piercing both of her eyes. Is this the vengeful spirit from the rumor? Is it just me, or are the scissors piercing through their head strangely huge? Could this be the spirit of Student S who went missing in the gymnasium? The fact that she appears in this way means... What should we do, Yashiki? Should we get out of here? Nah, we're looking for the truth behind Kashima. We can't leave now. Act 1. Am I dead? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're dead. No way. What should I do? I will say, this game, unlike the other two, this one just has some really funny dialogue. Am I dead? Yeah, I'm fairly certain you're dead. How should I tell the spirit about her death? Well, I mean, take a look in your face, like... Do you not see the giant scissors piercing your skull? So you were killed by Kashima. Daimon shows newspaper article B to the spirit of the female student and points to the cause of death. Let's say the person in this article is you. Did you die by Kashima's hands? Wait. Afraid. Kashima. I knew it. Kashima had something to do with her death. Looks like this is the right choice. Don't know. Who am I? Did she just ask who am I? I guess she doesn't even remember her own name. Act 2. Man, you spirits are rather forgetful. Well, it's not that. It's definitely not Kashima. It's gotta be Erika, right? I mean, it doesn't help that we don't have their information on them, so... I point out a name in the yearbook, trying to let her know her name. You're Miho Shinji from the art club. I see your name in the album. I'm Miho? Miho. Yes. Miho. Miho. Looks like this is the right choice. You know, whenever you got a funky-looking spirit on your case, just tell them their name. That's it. It'll send them right off. An identity crisis. Victim S. The ghost of Miho Shinji disappears. There's something lying on the ground where the spirit stood earlier. It's a folded piece of notepaper. Adorable pink paper filled with small letters. Dear Mr. Hirose, I was so happy when I got that birthday present from you. I really treasure it, and it really tells me how you feel about me. Because you're an adult, you can't say the words, right? But that's fine with me. I can feel that our hearts are connected. I love you as much as you love me. It's a shame my graduation is still so far away. Once I graduate, it will no longer be student and teacher. We can stand beside one another as equals. My mother will surely love you. I want to build a happy family with you one day. Do you get my feelings? I don't need an answer because I already know how you feel. I love you, Mr. Hirose. I love you so, so much. This looks like a love letter, one that is addressed to a teacher. The teenage years are a sensitive time with a lot of new hormonal changes. I can't be too judgmental about her feeling deeply in love. Though the kid who wrote this seems to be quite the daydreamer. She's allowing her fantasies to warp reality, and that's a rough road to go down. I turned to the spot where the ghost was standing. Did Miho Shinji write this? No. Obviously not. Ugh. A sudden dizziness sends me reeling. This feeling. No way. A vision is projected into my brain. In my mind, I see 3 girls talking in what looks like the art room. Why did you call us here, Manabe? I have a prep class soon. Quit your whining and read this letter already. That witch slipped this into teacher's notebook. Seriously? Are they dating or what? What are you gonna do, Manabe? You love him, don't you? He's gonna be hers at this rate. No, he's not. Ah, shut up. I know that already. I've made up my mind. I'm gonna do the thing. For real? Both you and him are gonna be in deep crap if you do that. Oh, come on, Shinji. Manabe's already made up her mind, you know. We're her friends, so we should support her decision, right? Fine. Kamio and I will be hiding then. Make sure you're ready to capture the crucial moment, okay? Okay. This is how I'm gonna take him back from her. What do we do with this letter, though? Keep it, Shinji. We may be able to use it in case our plan fails. So it was a case of blackmail. The vision fades, as does my dizziness. My heart rate is returning to normal, too. The 3 girls I saw just now were Manabe, Kamio, and Shinji. Was that scene from 5 years ago? Yashiki, you look pale. I'm fine, just feeling a little lightheaded. Rest for a moment if you're feeling unwell. Should I tell Daimon about what I saw? I'm not entirely sure what was really happening, though. I'll gather more information to avoid leading him down the wrong train of thought. Say, Yashiki. I think we've done a solid job of gathering information about Kashima. At this point, we might benefit from organizing our thoughts before continuing. How does that sound to you? Sure. Let's go back to the infirmary and discuss what we've learned with the others. Do you have a tooth for me? Well, this is gonna irk me. Let's share all the information we've gathered so far with the other mark bearers. I feel bad for the teacher. Alright. I shared all the knowledge we've gained with the other mark bearers. A super complicated case with a bunch of people involved, huh? In situations like this, my boss always tells me to organize the information chronologically. I guess this all started with Rei Kashima and her teacher's love affair. Kashima seemed to be blindly in love with the teacher. That love letter we found in the gymnasium makes it pretty obvious. Kashima must have written that. Her feelings sure were intense. She got a pair of scissors from him and already started thinking about marriage. But who's the teacher? There may be a clue about the teacher's identity among the items we collected. SH's notebook and the pencil case. The notebook probably belonged to the teacher. So that teacher had the initials SH and he was the art teacher. And he said he lost his brass pencil case somewhere. Hold on, does that mean? Yeah, it's most likely the pencil case Sho and I found. Did we not say the name of the teacher, or I swear one of the ghosts of the past said something about that. Yeah, there. Sosuke Hirose is engraved on the case, and our unknown teacher's initials are SH. The notes and the case belong to the same person, and that can only mean one thing. Impressive, Yoshiki. I agree with you. The teacher Kashima was in love with was this Sosuke Hirose, the art teacher. He didn't strike me as someone who was hopelessly in love with his student, though. Even if he admired Kashima, he still maintained his distance as a teacher. Though, he never let Kashima know that was what he was doing. If he made that clear, Kashima wouldn't still be clinging to her love in the afterlife. What a passionate girl. I can't believe she'd continue to love her teacher even after death. So, what made her become a spirit anyway? It is strange. The dead only become spirits if they have grudges. Which means that Kashima remains in this world because she's trying to avenge herself. So what's her grudge? We have yet to discover that, but her target's mentioned in the rumor. Wait, for real? It's the place cut? No. Is it the words? I guess so. It's the thing she chants. Yukami Ocean Jimon Abe. That's her target. What? You're not making any sense. That's just a bunch of random crap. How's that pointing to anything? Sound it out and think about it, Sho. This is what she actually says. Hold on. Are you Kamio? Shinji? Manabe? Shinji? Manabe? Yukami? I guess. Oh. It's like... You? Kamio? Shinji? Manabe? Oh, okay. I see now. Duh. Kashima's searching for her fellow club members, Kamio, Shinji, and Manabe. She's definitely doing it to avenge herself. But Kamio and Shinji are... Exactly. Kashima already killed them 5 years ago. But she doesn't realize that. For her, time's probably stood still since the moment of her death. I wonder why she despises the three of them. To tell you the truth about that, I was shown a strange vision on 2 different occasions when we were investigating. I recount the scenes I saw to the other 3. The first one was a scene of Manabe scheming something after discovering Kashima's love letter. The other one was a scene of Manabe seducing the teacher, along with the sound of a shutter. Wow, a spiritual vision! That's so amazing! No wonder you're called the Spirit Doctor. I'll pitch that story to my boss. Oh, come on, Watanabe. Take us more seriously. So, in short, Manabe and her friends had hatched a plot to drive Kashima and the teacher apart. So that's why Kashima despises them? Correct. I have no idea what happened to Kashima and her beloved teacher after that. What the hell? That's literally the most important piece of info we need to discover Kashima's grudge. Yashiki. Miss Sakamoto might know something about it. She was working here when it happened. You think she'd tell me something like that? She hates my guts. With this much evidence, I don't think she can evade your questions anymore. Plus, you can always drop Mr. Konoe's name if push comes to shove. Looks like the time to unwrap the dark secret of the tragedy 5 years ago has come. A tragedy that originated with Kashima's love. But apparently we are still in the middle stage, so... What else could you possibly want from me, Mr. Yashiki? It's getting quite late, and I want to go home. I just wanted to... just one last question for you. I want to know the truth behind the incident 5 years ago. I tell her what I've learned about the relationship between Kashima and the teacher, as well as Manabe and the others. To think you'd uncover that much so quickly. Just who on earth are you? Well, you see, the spirits of the dead give some really valuable information on stuff that you don't want to surface. Tell me, Miss Sakamoto. What did Manabe and the others do 5 years ago? What happened to Kashima and Hirose? I should never have worked overtime tonight. Not only did I work late, but now I'm forced to recall an unpleasant incident. Sorry about that. Oh, hush. It's too late for your apologies now. So, what do you want to know? Okay, why are you hiding the truth? Because it may affect the school's reputation. I can't let outsiders know about it. You are going to be the target of a spirit someday. Okay, tell me what Manabe did. Just recalling the incident after you brought it up is already causing me great discomfort. "5 years ago, a picture was posted on the school's bulletin board. It was Mr. Hirose and a female student in her underwear. That student was Megumi Manabe from 3rd year. Naturally, we called them both in and inquired about the incident. Manabe admitted she was the girl in the picture, but claimed Mr. Hirose seduced her first. Meanwhile, Mr. Hirose denied and claimed Manabe had set him up. Unfortunately for him, Manabe's father was a prominent figure in each city. In order to protect his daughter's future, he placed all the blame squarely on Mr. Hirose. That led to Mr. Hirose being dismissed in disgrace. Mr. Hirose was a delicate, artistic person. The dismissal and surrounding circumstances left him unable to even draw due to stress. Then, he turned to alcohol. Late one night when he was driving, his car plunged into the ocean, and he died. There were skid marks from the tires where the car left the road, but who can really know if it was a suicide or something else? That is what I know about the incident from 5 years ago. Kashima committed suicide after Mr. Hirose died. She tore open her stomach. It was beyond gruesome. The wound was so deep it almost reached her back and severed her body in two. So she killed herself after her teacher's death, huh? And the weapon she used, could it have been? The very same scissors she received from Mr. Hirose. She probably chose to take her life that way as a testament of her love for him. Her family put those scissors in her coffin and cremated them along with her corpse. You sure know an awful lot about this, don't you? Right down to the present he gave her. I learned this from Kamio. She had been trying to cope with her feelings ever since Kashima committed suicide. It was around that time that she came to me. I guess she wanted to feel a little better by unburdening herself of that secret. So you were made aware of Kashima and Mr. Hirose's relationship at that time, as well as Manabe's evil scheme? Yes, Kamio told me. Since she seemed to regret her actions, I told her to visit Kashima's grave. And then she promised to go there with her friend. That friend being Student S. What about Manabe? She didn't go. She hated Kashima far more than the other two. She probably blamed Kashima for everything that happened. Now I understand how their decisions affected their lives and deaths. Kamio and Shinji went to S Cemetery. When they did, they were marked by Kashima. Manabe survived simply because she didn't go. And now I've told you all I know. Now I suppose you're going to expose this school's sordid past? Rest assured, I'm not going to tell a soul. Is that so? Speaking of souls, you remind me a bit of the late Mr. Hirose. Me? And Hirose? Uh-huh. He had a hard time adapting to the school's etiquette. He was simply an artist through and through. He was always getting worked up over trivial things and could be a little childish. Why should an adult be so serious about a student's love or some silly rumors about the departed? I'll use your opinion as reference. I'll be going then. Don't forget to lock the door. Miss Sakamoto grabs her rabbit-shaped handbag and leaves the place. Let's head out of here too. We don't have any business here anymore. Is that Diamond's phone vibrating? Oh, Nakamura is calling. What's wrong? Alright, I'll pass the phone off to Yashiki. He asked to talk with you. He sounds quite panicked. I grab the phone and pull it to my ear. It's me. Massive news, Mr. Yashiki. It's beyond massive. I had no idea she was just around the block. Calm down, Ada. What happened? It's Megumi Manabe, the gold prize. She's in H-City right now. What the? I found her name on a local news broadcast. Manabe got off the bus in front of S Cemetery this evening. And then she suddenly just screamed and ran out into the road. She got hit by a car. She suffered minor injuries, but she was taken to the nearby hospital just in case. Do you know which hospital it is? I think it's the one near M Tower Station. K Hospital. Got it. Thanks. No, I don't want to go to a hospital in the dark. Oh, one other thing, Mr. Yashiki. I'm about to take off. Do you need anything else? I'm good. I'll call you if I need anything. Thanks for today, Aida. No problem. See you later. What did Nakamatsu say? He knows where Manabe is. I'll share the details once we're back in the infirmary. I want Sho to know this as well. Once we're in the infirmary, I told them about how Manabe ended up in K Hospital. I'm just guessing, but do you think Manabe screamed out of nowhere because... Yeah, she most likely saw Slit-Mouthed Kashima. Damn, isn't she like fricked right now? Kashima marked Kamio and Shinji when they went to her grave, didn't she? That means Manabe is. That's really bad. We have to go to the hospital and protect Manabe. I mean, considering everything she's done, I would say she deserves it, okay? Except visiting hours ended a long time ago. It'll be tough to enter the hospital. Daimon? I'll do something about it. Mr. Konoe's younger brother is actually the director at K Hospital. Maybe we can get a pass if we ask Mr. Konoe. How do we get to the hospital? Ain't a lot of buses running at this time? Are we gonna hop in your car then? I actually didn't bring my car today. Sorry. Same here. I took my car in for inspection. Let's just take the taxi then. It might be expensive, but you got the dough, right, old man? Daimon immediately calls Mr. Konoe and has him ask K Hospital's director for permission to enter. It doesn't take long before we're granted permission to visit Manabe. Let's head to the main gate once we're all ready. I've called us a taxi. We must get to the hospital. We can go outside from here. But we may not be able to come back here for a while once we leave. This is me banking on the eerie tooth being in whatever's here. The taxi's already parked in front of the gate. I board the taxi with Sho and ask the driver to take us to K Hospital. Hurry up, it's close by. Mr. Konoe is already inside the hospital, waiting. I came as fast as I could once I got your call, Yashiki. Is the new target really here? Come to think of it, Mr. Konoe hasn't seen the new notice. I don't have the time to go into too much detail, but the target, Megumi Manabe, is hospitalized here. Slit-Mouthed Kashima wants vengeance for an incident that occurred 5 years ago. Sounds like a serious problem. The director said Manabe's in room 303. She already knows we're coming. Let's hurry up and meet her. I'll be waiting here. It'll only cause problems if we all enter the room at once. Both of us head to the lift after parting with Mr. Konoe. We get off the 3rd floor and walk down the empty hallway. Our destination is room 303. She's already going to be dead, huh? Yep. What's that? Two silhouettes are projected on the curtain. One is a person sitting on the bed, and the other silhouette looks rather odd. Leave me alone already. How many times have you stood by my bedside and told me to come to your grave? I've gone there now. Are you satisfied? Please, just get lost. I'm begging you. With a trembling voice, the girl who is likely Manabe pleads with the figure next to her. That figure must be Slit-Mouthed Kashima. Manabe's in danger. What is this feeling? My legs won't move. My legs, they're as stiff as iron bars. This is bad. I can't even speak. The same goes for Sho. I can tell he's panicking. Give his scissors back to me. His scissors, you said? Didn't your mother put them in your coffin during your funeral? I don't have them. But I bought the same scissors for you. If this is what you want, please, just go and rest in peace. I don't want to see you ever again. That is the wrong move. Give his scissors back to me. Eek. Oh my goodness. Slit-Mouthed Kashima's figure disappears. At the same moment, I regain control of my legs. What was that? Manabe? There's no answer. Kashima must have... I have to check the other side of the curtain. The curtains dyed red with blood. I grab it with trembling hands and open it. The sharp smell of blood assaults my nose. Lying on the bed is a corpse with scissors bursting from her body. The wet, red scissors gleam brightly when bathed in the light of my flashlight. Her contorted expression reflects the fear and pain she felt at the moment she was murdered. My thoughts start swirling amidst the thick, nauseating smell of blood. 5 years ago, Manabe's scheme sent both Kashima and Hirose to their graves. 5 years later, after visiting Kashima's grave, Manabe falls prey to Kashima's vengeance. I guess this is an extreme case of what goes around comes around. The lifeless figure on the bed is not a doll, but a human being who had lived over 20 years. She had a future ahead of her. She also had a family and friends that loved her. But despite the horrible, abrupt ending, this isn't something you can simply label a tragic situation. This was also karma. Hey, we're going to be in super deep shite if we're standing here when someone else sees this. Don't worry. The spirits will clean it all up and we'll be good to go, right? Tell them headmaster and have him do something about it. Huh? Are you done with the questioning already? Mr. Konoe, I need you to stay calm and listen to me. Manabe is. I tell him what happened in room 303. What did you say? There's been another victim after Horikoshi? I'll go check the room myself first and call my brother. I mean, the director, after that. I returned to room 303 along with Mr. Konoe. The curtain is no longer stained red. Manabe's grotesque corpse is also nowhere in sight. Where's the corpse? She should be here, lying on that bed. On the bed? But there's only a small box here. A small box, you said? There is indeed a small box near the pillow. The small box is deceptively heavy. Stylish lettering reads Tsubame Scissors, which leads me to believe there are scissors inside. These must be the scissors Manabe bought for Kashima. So, Manabe's corpse has disappeared, just like Izumi's and Horikoshi's. Oh, for goodness sake, what strings am I going to pull to cover this up? Can I leave this matter to you? God, this guy is so suspicious. Sure, I'll find a way to do something about it. With that being said, I don't want him to die. I mean, he seems like a pretty cool dude. I'm just hoping we don't find some really horribly messed up story behind him in the future. This sounds wrong, but I'm glad the corpse is gone. I can just say the patient ran away. While the hospital will be held accountable for this, we'll manage somehow. I've got a lot of friends in high places. Honestly, this guy's acting pretty immoral, but it's not like I have any right to criticize him. Mr. Konoe's just doing some distasteful things in order to try and help us save lives. Thanks, I owe you one. If you don't mind, I'd much rather receive a report of this case being closed than your thanks. Make no mistake, I'm not risking my neck for you. What I do to protect my school and my students. If you're done with your business here, then make yourself scarce. Things can only take a turn for the worst if anyone sees you here. At Mr. Konoe's urging, we make a hasty exit from K Hospital. About time we got some character profiles. Erika Kamio, a third-year student at Konohara 5 years ago. She was a cheerful mood maker, but was often scolded due to her recklessness. She supported Manabe's plan to trap Hirose. Regretting her actions following Hirose and Kashima's death, she visited Kashima's grave only to be killed by her curse. Miho Shinji, a third-year student and art club member at Konohara 5 years ago. Friends with Manabe and Kamio. Quiet and passive, she simply followed along with Manabe's plan. She became a wandering spirit after being killed by Kashima's spirit, and the gym storage room and has been haunting it ever since. Megumi Manabe, a third-year student and art club member at Konohara 5 years ago. Won a gold prize in an art competition. Smitten by her teacher, she entrapped him with 2 friends, leading to his dismissal and death. She was killed by Kashima's spirit with thousands of scissors piercing her body. Like, the thing that I don't get is, if you love the guy, why on earth would you do something like that? That is just incredibly stupid. I failed to protect another one. I feel you. Pretty damn frustrating, eh? If only we got here a couple minutes sooner. Shite! I failed to save Manabe and lost my lead in the process. All I've got left is disappointment. That reminds me. Didn't Manabe say that Kashima showed up at her place and urged her to visit her grave? Why'd she go through all the trouble? If she found her, she should have just killed her. Who knows? Maybe she can only attack people who have visited her grave. The only reason Manabe survived up to this point was probably because she never went to her grave. Heh, true. It's already been 5 years since the incident, though. Isn't that like way too late to settle scores with your foe? Perhaps it's because of the departed. Like, maybe Kashima's been gaining power ever since the departed started to show up at the school. Sometimes the presence of a certain spirit will cause other spirits to behave in a more proactive way. I've had to deal with similar things on previous cases. So, what are we gonna do now? Well, we don't have a lot to work with. So we should go back to the school and reorganize for our next investigation. Alright. Let's hop on the bus then. It ain't like we're in a rush now. Oh my... I wasn't expecting to see you here. So we meet again, huh, Mr. Yashiki? It must be fate. Are you following me or what? Who can say? Even a mere illusionist wouldn't let anything slip that would reveal their secrets. Your inquiry is pure stupidity to me. Can you at least tell me your name, then? Oh my, have I not introduced myself? How rude of me. The name is Haruaki Abe. My given name references the great exorcist who founded Tsuchimikado. I'm sure you'll agree that it is a suitable name for one who possesses my talents. Unfortunately, my name uses different kanji. Haruaki Abe. That name sounds familiar. You're the one who borrowed the yearbook. So you're the one who borrowed the graduation album. Oh, so you're aware. It seems my furtiveness has been weighed and found wanting. So you've also been digging into the spirit in the gymnasium. Mind telling me what you're trying to accomplish? Why, I have the same motivation as you, Mr. Yashiki. I wish to unravel the mystery behind the spirits lurking in Konohara Academy, including the true identity of the departed. You're going to die. That is a death flag. Don't play with fire. It's dangerous. It is I who wishes to convey the gravity of the situation to you, Mr. Yashiki. You should give up before Slit-Mouthed Kashima kills you. Me? Killed by Kashima? My left eye perceives it quite vividly. The jet black thread anchored to your back. You have been marked by Kashima. She has branded you as her next target. Do you feel like running now? Well, it's not gonna do much good. Did you see how the other people died? She can teleport. And if not, she could probably just use some sorcery in order to make scissors sprout from my skin and kill me. Not at all. This is my job. Oh, really? To be expected from one bestowed the moniker of Spirit Doctor. May you survive this devilish night. Abe throws us a mysterious sign before he leaves. Am I really her next target? If he's telling the truth, then... Haruki Abe. A mysterious third-year student with heterochromia. He knows a lot about the Spirit Doctor, claims his left eye can see spiritual phenomena. He always carries a talisman and is knowledgeable about the occult. Very interested in the departed. Ooh, and he has extra entries. K Hospital bus stop. This bus is bound for Konohara Academy, right it? Yep, and it's going to drop me off right at the cemetery, I imagine. Some time has passed since the bus left K Hospital. Sho and I are the only passengers. We'll pass S Cemetery soon. Manabe got off at this bus stop this evening. The only reason she came here was that Kashima kept urging her to visit her grave. And in the end, 5 years later, Manabe was murdered like Kamio and Shinji. I visited her grave as well. Her next target is you. The possibility was always there. Abe pointing it out to me merely reinforced it. Investigating spirits naturally involves bringing ourselves closer to them. The more you approach, the more likely it is that you'll catch their attention. Learning that one has targeted me is nothing unusual. Okay, she's waiting for me. Over there. On the other side of the window, a bus going the opposite direction stops. A tall woman stands near the bus stop. Is she perhaps... The bus drives past S Cemetery. Did you hear that? Yeah. The bus is approaching the M-Town shop bus stop. Again, I spot her standing near the bus stop. You, Kamio Shinji Manabe's friend? No, I am not friends with those people, alright? The bus stop continues past M-Town shop. Is that crazy chick following us? Or what should we do? Well, Abe's right. Kashima is targeting me. I need to improvise a plan before this bus arrives at the school. Just out of curiosity... Are you for real? That chick's been following us forever. She's a spirit. It's not like she's gonna get bored and go back to her grave. What should we do then? How about we try and make a mad dash into the school? Straight steal of home. I'd rather try and come up with a plan at the school than go toe-to-toe in this situation. Fine, let's go with that. Okay. It's time for a fight of our lives. Come on, Sho. Don't you dare slow down, old man. We jump off the bus and hit the ground running. The sound of footsteps, along with metallic scraping, are following close behind us. You, Kamio Shinji Manabe's friend. Just a little bit further. The school gate is just ahead. Where's Kashima? I don't see her anywhere. Guess she gave up. I really hope so. She's a vengeful spirit who's been haunting this place for 5 years, and just killed Manabe earlier. Oh no. Oh no. Is this going to be the point where it's going to be her chasing us? We might have bought some time, but she's persistent. She's coming after us sooner or later. Until then, I have to think of a way to appease her resentment and save her soul. What should we do? Only my beloved teacher can save my soul. Be my teacher at the place full of our memories. What was that voice? The gentle whisper of a girl. Definitely not the departed's voice. Why are you making that face, old man? You good? Ignoring Sho, I tried to decipher what the voice said. Only my beloved teacher can save my soul. Be my teacher and come to the place full of our memories. Come on, damn it, think! What does she mean by that? What does she want me to do? Well, it's obvious. Kashima clearly considers Hirose to be her beloved teacher, and she would have to save her soul. Give a lesson. Scream, I'm a teacher. Sakamoto told me that I was similar to Hirose in a way. That means I may be able to get her attention by pretending to be Hirose. And once I have her attention, I should be able to deliver a message her soul will hear. That's it. That must be what the voice meant. For Kashima and Hirose, the old building's art room was a place full of memories. I need to go there and pretend to be Hirose. I got it. I know a way to remove Kashima's resentment and purify her. For real? I tell Sho my idea. I'm claiming that it's my idea because mentioning the gentle whisper I heard would just confuse matters. Oh, sounds like a good idea. Didn't you pretend to be a teacher before? Mr. Mashita told me about it. Yeah, I guess it must be fate. Now that we've got a plan, our destination is the art room in the old building. But first, we need to prepare ourselves. Who knows what we'll end up facing? Well, thank you for giving me the opportunity to save. If by any chance Kashima decides to show her face here, I'll be sure to get Watanabe out of the building. Use Nagashima's phone to get in touch with me in case of an emergency. Ah, man, I still don't know where the... It's time. This is... Beyond my gaze is the departed. That's the departed. My dear husband. Kashima's resentment killed Gold Prize. Her next target is you. See, she is coming. Should you survive, you will become my real husband. Wait, am I not? I can hear Kashima's footsteps coming from the new building. With the departed in front of us and Kashima approaching from behind, this is the worst situation imaginable. Let your bride eat the soul. The soul of Kashima, who has been completely saved. Should her soul taste awful, I shall eat the scapegoat's soul instead. And that scapegoat is... delinquent. The departed's presence abruptly vanishes. Delinquent? Don't tell me. For frick's sake, the footsteps are getting closer. You better run to the old building, old man. But the next scapegoat is... Just hurry your ass up, old man. Sho grabs my arm violently and drags me straight to the old building. Kashima's footsteps can still be heard from a distance. I have to hurry, yet I can't think straight. The departed's next scapegoat is delinquent. Delinquent has to be Sho. Should we fail to fully redeem Kashima's soul, Sho will be killed. Hey, Sho. Not to panic, alright? Not to cause worry in you. But if we do not fully save her, you're gonna die. Save the chit-chat for later. We need to get a frickin' move on. He's right. I can't save Sho if I don't deal with the pressing issue at hand. There's no way to save Slit-Mouthed Kashima's soul if she catches us before I can play teacher. Alright, let's head to the art room. Okay, I'm just going to go straight there with nothing in between, just in case. Notice anything, old man? Kashima's footsteps are gone. There's no way she simply gave up. If anything, I should expect that she'll be here shortly. You'd better hurry and get ready before she's here, Sho. Yeah. How you gonna pretend to be Hirose, by the way? About that... The 3 people connected to Kashima were all killed. Worse still, Kashima is persistently after us, thinking we are friends of those 3. We need to calm her rage, so we need to prove we're not her friends. We will need more info on Kashima's background, specifically anything to do with scissors. If I pretended to be Hirose, how can I be the Hirose that Kashima desires? I need to come up with a plan to be a convincing Hirose and put her soul to rest. Perhaps her treasured scissors also play an important role here. Are those scissors not the ones Manabe tried to return to her?
ここ。
Look at all these pebbles lying around. Nothing that catches my eye, though. There's gotta be a tooth somewhere here. There's a dusty easel here. According to his notebook, Hirose felt the happiest when he was drawing something here. And Kashima felt the happiest when she was watching him draw. Shall I recreate those happy memories, then? I can hear what sounds like Kashima's footsteps approaching from the outside. Do you hear that, old man? Yeah, Kashima's coming for us. The sound of the footsteps stops just outside the school building. The art room is on the second floor, though. I doubt she'll climb the wall. Well, I was completely wrong about that. We've entered her domain expansion.
どうする
Land of the Scissors. You, Kamio Shinji Manabe, friends. A familiar sense of painful discomfort wells up within my arm. Hey, old man, don't tell me your arms. Kill, kill, kill. Kashima obviously considers us enemies. If scissors burst out of my arm again, I'll no longer be able to pretend I'm Hirose. Well, what should we do, old man? Suspensive act. Act 1. Kashima has lumped us with Manabe and the others. If we can show her that we're not friends with them, she'll stop being hostile toward us. So our first priority should be doing something to prove we're different from them. Maybe we can empathize with Kashima and make her think that we're with her. Nice of you to drop on in, Kashima. Here, you're just in time for the lesson. Drawing a little happy tree here.
やってみるか
Opening the sketchbook, I look at the unfinished drawing to come up with a compliment. Hey! What a wonderful work of art! The composition and the fine details are truly fascinating. Friends! Yeah, I figured that wasn't it. This isn't helping my cause, and look like someone else who is only obsessed with art and nothing else. It doesn't seem to have quelled her hostility at all. I need a different plan. Show the sketch.
よし
We open the sketchbook. We open the sketchbook and show Kashima the unfinished drawing. Behold, this unfinished work of art. Okay, well... Oh, that's right, it's the scissors. Because it's not about the art. The thing is that we gave her the scissors, or the teacher gave her the scissors. I hold the hairdressing scissors out to Kashima. Yeah, because she wanted to be a hairdresser, not an artist. That's my deal. Well, dang it. But I'm trembling so much I fumble the scissors onto the ground. Oh, sorry about that. Let me just pick those up and try that again. Really? How do we empathize with her? Show the scissors, then. Is it because I'm the one that's doing it? At this rate, I'm gonna die. Really? Okay. Makes sense, I guess. Here, I'm gonna give you a fresh new do, Sho. Gently grabbing the back of Sho's hair, I cut the tips with the hairdressing scissors. I am a man of many talents, as you know. Sorry about that, old man. The back of my neck is kind of a disaster area. The hair is all long and irritating back there. Sure. Sho thinking quickly goes along with my act. Hair. My dream. Kashima really wanted to be a hairdresser, and by the looks of it, we jogged her memory a bit. Ooh, I like that unique walking animation. Also, those are some pretty huge eyes you've got there. At that moment, Kashima approaches us. While her hostility towards us has ebbed a bit, it doesn't mean we're in the clear. Who are you, Mr. Hirose? Are you Mr. Hirose? Is she going to kill me if I'm not her teacher? Come on, gotta pull myself together. Maybe this is all hallucination, just like the encounter at the cemetery. The pain has subsided for now. Though there's no guarantee I'll be able to survive much more of this. What do we do, old man? She's calling for her teacher. Guess I'll try improvising. Kashima thinks I'm Hirose. It's a misunderstanding, but it's the only thing I have to work with right now. Act 2. This sketchbook might be the key to respond to Kashima's feelings. Like maybe I can help her finish the flower drawing. So it's brown pencil, and the first one that was drawn was the hydrangea. Opening the sketchbook to the unfinished hydrangea drawing, I pick up the light brown pencil and draw a line. I add a line on the faint unfinished sketch. Hirose must have loved this pencil. so long as I can finish the sketch Kashima wished for with this pencil. Take a look at this sketch, Kashima. This is my message for you. Hydrangea. Fickle. How dare you? You're not my teacher! Kashima raises her voice in anger after seeing my sketch. Massive pain racks my arm. Looks like I've made a terrible mistake. Is it my drawing or the pencil? Looks like I am about to die. I mean, I'm dead, so this doesn't matter anyway. Sho and the others have run out of spirit. The investigation ended in failure. Game over. Oh, that's right! The small item in the gap. I completely forgot about that. I used the item to extend my reach and fish the small thing out of the gap. Nice, I managed to get it out to this side. I pick it up. It's an eerie tooth. A new page has been added to Sho Nagashima's, Eita Nakamatsu's, and Ritsu Sakamoto's entries. Yeah, I completely forgot about that because I figured that that was a story item. Alright, the bellflower then. Opening the sketchbook to the unfinished bellflower drawing, I pick up the light brown pencil and draw a line. I had a line on the faint, unfinished sketch. Hirose must have loved this pencil. So long as I can finish the sketch Kashima wished for with this pencil. Oh wait, this might not be the right answer. Bellflowers, eternal love. Love. I missed you, Mr. Hirose. Oh. What does that remind me of? It's a little bit like a snake, almost. Kashima's totally buying my Hirose act. She moves closer to me. Kashima's mask comes off, revealing countless scissors inside her mouth. I'm sorry, Mr. Hirose. I lost the scissors you gave me. Kashima cries, distraught over losing the scissors she got from Hirose. She's been looking for those scissors for so long. If we find the lost scissors, we should be able to save her soul. What are you going to do now, old man? She's searching for that guy's scissors. We don't know where those important scissors are. Well, the actual ones are inside a coffin, but the scissors that Hirose gave Kashima were supposedly burned alongside her corpse during her cremation. If that's the case, the scissors Kashima is searching for are... Hold on a second. This is just for the funny, alright? I'm going to remove and return the dirty scissors. Allow me to just reach in there and rip that right out of your noggin. Taking a chance, I tried to pluck the stained scissors from Kashima's mouth. but the inside of her mouth is quite slick, so I can't get a good grip on the scissors and fail to extract them. There's a lot of scissors right in front of us, old man. True, Kashima's covered in scissors. No matter where she looks, she'll never be able to find those scissors. Let's say that those scissors are out there somewhere. I can always go back and get the goofy ones later.
よし。
Grasping the hairdressing scissors, I carefully extend them toward Kashima. No, that's not right. A sharp pain runs through my arm. I've got the wrong pair of scissors. Let's take a look for another pair. I'm assuming that I'm just going to reach in there and... Actually, you know what? Sho, I need you to help me with this. I need you and I are going to reach in there,
よし。
しゃあねえな。
yank those scissors from her jaws, and return them to her. Throwing caution to the wind, we tried to pull the scorched scissors from Kashima's mouth. Heck yeah, I managed to grab them somehow. Nice, let's pull together now. Once we yank the scorched scissors out of Kashima's mouth, we immediately offer them to her. Yeah, there's weird liquid on them. These are the scissors you gave me. Kashima stares at the scorched scissors. She seems happy. Looks like this is the right choice. A pair of scissors charred black, the ones that were cremated together with her corpse. They became part of her, even after she became a spirit. Not realizing that, she had continued to search fruitlessly for her treasure. Slit-Mouthed Kashima's presence has disappeared. Oh, we pulled that off somehow. Yeah. My thoughts turned to the girl who was consumed by the throes of her sad, unrequited love. Until the very end, Hirose only ever saw Kashima as his student. On the other hand, Kashima longed for Hirose's love more than life itself. Hence I pretended to be Hirose and showed her a vision of the love she wished for. We should be good with this, right? A feeble whisper echoes and dissipates into the darkness. It's a question for the departed who is watching somewhere. The air is getting colder. Don't tell me. Hey. Slit-Mouthed Kashima flashes before my eyes, as if mocking my expectations. It reminds me of Hanako's incident, but this is also the departed's doing. Perhaps Kashima's soul isn't completely saved yet? Last time was I, idle. This time it's delinquent. Sho is the scapegoat. Why the grim face, old man? As heavy and unpleasant as it is, I have to share this important information with him. I tell Sho what the departed told me. You're joking, right? That the party chose me as a scapegoat? Cho is frozen with fear. There's no reason to panic yet. If we manage to completely save Kashima's soul, your life will be spared. Yeah, I mean, Kashiwagi is still alive. He'd probably be panicking if we had not managed to save Kashiwagi. But how exactly are we gonna save her? I'm still not so sure about that. By the way, old man, what are you gonna do with those scissors in your hand? These? It's the pair of scorched black scissors I pulled out of Kashima's mouth. I can't bring myself to just throw away a treasured item filled with her feelings. I'll hang on to them for now. Who knows? We may need them for his full salvation. My soul's in your hands, old man. I believe in you. Kashima was infatuated with Hirose, while he only thought of her as a precious student. His gift for her was a platonic act of support for her dream, but it was misunderstood, leading her to loving him more and inciting jealousy from Manabe and her friends. I wonder if Kashima's feelings would have been reciprocated in the future if Manabe and her friends didn't interfere. Instead, her love led to her becoming a vengeful spirit. I hope these scissors can save her soul, but I got a bad feeling once Kashima appeared again after a battle, like with Hanako. Rei Kashima and Sosuke Hirose have been added to the character file. Eh? I was wondering why it didn't do it immediately. Alright, first off, the scorched scissors. A pair of scissors that were trod black and left by Slit-Mouthed Kashima. They look like hairdressing scissors. A third-year student at Konohara 5 years ago. She joined the art club and dreamed of being a hairdresser. When her art teacher gave her a pair of scissors, she misunderstood the gift and grew infatuated. She committed suicide with them after learning of his death. Sosuke Hirose, an art teacher who worked at Konohara 5 years ago. His personality and looks made him popular among the students. He was aware of Kashima's feelings, but did not reciprocate them. After being dismissed from the school due to a photo of him and Manabe, he took up drinking and died in a car accident. Okay. I think I've got the idea of how this goes, so we'll do the spirit encounter. They're going to drop something, or we'll obtain an item relating to their salvation. Then we can go back to the infirmary. Our investigation has come to an end for tonight. While we managed to survive, we also failed to prevent another casualty. Moe is the only one in the infirmary. I don't see Daimon anywhere. Where did he go? Let's try asking Moe. But first, is there anything we haven't done yet? Yeah, so this allows us to save. And then we can go and do whatever else we need to do. A number of small boxes of hairdresser scissors are lined up on the grave. Now I know why these are here. They're intended to cheer Kashima up, because she aspired to be a hairdresser. However, none of them ever made her feel better, because the scissors she asked for aren't here. I pull out the scorched black scissors and place them in front of her grave. Then I put my hands together and pray that Kashima will rest in peace. Sho does the same thing next to me. Is it over now? Yeah. This is the first time I've ever paid my respects to someone so sincerely. I don't even want to go near a graveyard in the daytime. Suddenly, the bell starts to ring loudly. This also happened when we were investigating Hanako's curse. Could it be? Is this the full salvation the departed wants? You bet your sweet bippy it is. I'd like to upgrade my bag, please. Hey, you're back. Glad to see you're safe. Huh? Where's Mr. Daimon? That's my line. Did he go to take a crap or something? What? No, didn't you call him, Sho? You told him to go to the old building because you guys were in a pinch. The hell are you talking about? I never called him. Huh? What's going on here? Who called Mr. Daimon then? My body immediately goes cold. Immediately after we saved a soul, a mark-bearer went missing once again. The same thing happened with I, which means this must be the departed's doing. They pretended to be Sho and lured Daimon out. We're in deep crap, old man. Let's go find Daimon, Sho. How about me? Stay here, Watanabe. Don't leave until we come back. And don't answer any calls either. Got it? Yeah. Be careful, you two. That's interesting. Why is Daimon the delinquent? Hey, Yashiki. Daimon comes running from the courtyard. Thank God you're safe, Daimon. I should be the one saying that. I rushed over since you called and said you were cornered, but I couldn't find you anywhere. Daimon, the one who called you wasn't Sho. I think that was the departed. Oh my god. But for what? You really gotta stop doing that, departed. The departed? What? My dear husband, tell me, do you love me? That must be directed at me. How should I answer them? Yes? No? Stay silent? No. Frightened, I slowly shake my head. So cruel. Cruel, 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 cruel. A penetrating scream reverberates throughout my mind. My sight goes red. Is this the departed's curse? Daimon starts coughing incessantly. My heart's pounding like a drum. This is bad, if this keeps up. This frickin' chump ass is playing with us. Sho grimaces. He's trying to bury his fear with rage. He clenches his fist tightly. Sho, stay cool. Don't let them provoke you. You're the departed's target. Oh, screw that crap. I'm gonna beat the crap out of him. Sho rushes the departed. And the instant he throws his punch, Sho? Sho disappears. And my body feels a lot lighter than it did a moment ago. What on earth just happened? Yashiki. Diamond calls to me in a hoarse voice, still coughing up a storm. The departed and Nagashima are in the old building. Hurry! Chase after them! Got it. I turn my back on Diamond and rush to the old building. I can hear the sound of someone collapsing behind me, but I have no time to look back. Sho, where are you? I hear a scream from upstairs. Sho! The scream rings out throughout the building again, filled with anguish. It comes from the hallway. God, I hope I make it in time. Sho, I'm not gonna let you die, buddy. Ugh. I can't find the departed anywhere. All I hear is the wet sound of someone chewing. No way. Is the departed munching on a spirit again like they were last time? The saved Kashima was delicious. I will save my next meal for another night since I am now full. I must eat a lot, so I can become beautiful and beloved. You know, if she was munching on a spirit, I'm just curious, how did she deal with all the scissors and whatnot? I can't imagine that there was much, sustenance there. Eh? Once I enter the classroom, I see Sho collapsed on the ground. Hang in there, Sho. Old man? Can you get up? Yeah. My bad. Didn't mean to cause you trouble. Sho mumbled a dispirited apology. His normally fierce spirit's been crushed. What in the world happened to you? Don't know. My mind went blank the moment they tried to attack the departed. And just like that, I was here. What was the scream just now, then? I saw something unbelievably disgusting. The departed ripped Kashima apart with a sickle and started munching on her. Oh, right. Where's that fricker right now? They're gone. Oh. I don't want to think about that again. A spirit eating another spirit? The departed ate another spirit, just like they ate Hanako of the toilet. Sho must have screamed and fainted at the unfathomable sight. I'm glad he's safe and sound, though. We returned Kashima's scissors to her grave earlier. I guess that must have been the full salvation the departed wanted. Oh yeah. Is the old man Daimon safe? I kinda left him on the ground in the corridor, so... Leaving the old building, I find Daimon lying on the floor. He doesn't verbally respond when I call his name. He only lets out a small groan. His breathing's so shallow, it's like his life's hanging by a thread. Sho, call an ambulance. Okay. Sho takes out his phone and calls emergency services. Daimon is transferred to K Hospital. He should be treated well there, given that Mr. Konoe's younger brother is the director. Sho, Moe, and I board the ambulance together with him. During the ride, I fill Moe in and let her know what happened with Kashima. The ambulance finally arrives at K Hospital. Although he's received treatment, Daimon has yet to regain consciousness. Following a simple examination, he was diagnosed with pneumomycosis. In layman's terms, he's inhaled too much mold, and it's infected his lungs. Common symptoms of the disease are fever, hemoptysis, and coughing. It's unclear if he will ever regain consciousness. It's also unknown why Sho and I are fine, even though we probably inhaled more than he did. My mind keeps circling back to one thing that could explain this unscientific situation. Is this because of the departed's curse? I think so too. Say, do you think maybe it's a bad idea to get involved in this case? I mean, yes. Yeah. Daimon would be safe if we weren't involved. But it's too late to turn back now. Mr. Yashiki. God damn it! If only I didn't screw up. Sho, Moe, back away from this case. Come again? I'll hunt down the departed by myself. But what are you talking about? You should pull out of this too. Why do you have to fight them alone? It's too late for me. I've already been marked by them. Hell, I've even been proposed to. As you already know, spirits are vengeful. No matter how far you run away, they'll still find a way to kill you. You know what happened to Manabe. My only hope of surviving this situation now is to see this all the way through to the end. Old man. But you guys are different. The departed won't target you if you just steer clear of Konoehara Academy. So, please, I'm begging you, let this case go. Sho and Moe want to help me out despite knowing the danger. I doubt that my explanation is enough to dissuade them. But I still have to draw the line here. I don't want any more people to fall victim to the departed. From here on, I will go after the departed by myself. If the departed's curse is what put Daimon in the coma, he may snap out of it if the departed disappears. I wonder what kind of future awaits me. I've reached the point of no return. And this is the bad route for Slit-Mouthed Kashima's case. The way I'm getting this is that I do not return the scorched scissors back to Kashima's grave. Ugh, I can't find the departed anywhere. All I hear is the wet sound of someone chewing. No way. Is the departed munching on spirit like last time? The saved Kashima still tasted bitter. The meal is ruined. I must eat the scapegoat to cleanse my mouth. I must eat a lot, so I can become beautiful and beloved. I hear a groan coming from the corner of the classroom. A weak, tormented voice. Is that you, Sho? I guide my flashlight toward the source of the sound. My brain immediately stops functioning. I am a bit terrified about what I'm about to see. Oh my... A turquoise bundle of what looks like human limbs rises up from the floor. They're gripping Sho tightly as he struggles to escape. Every time that mass of limbs moves, a wet, fetid smell hangs in the air. This is a man made of mold? No. Help me, old man. Sho extends his hand, pleading for help. Okay. I forcefully grab his trembling hand, plant my feet firmly on the ground and pull him as hard as I can, trying to get him away from the mold. But the mold man doesn't release Sho. The mold is eating away at his body. It moves from his shoulders to his neck, to his face. The mold is trying to get into Sho's mouth. Don't give up, Sho. Fight it off. Sho doesn't respond. I don't think he can hear my voice anymore. His eyes show abject fear and terror. And in the end, Sho lets go of my hand. As soon as he does, the mold's pace quickens, as if it was waiting for this moment. It moves quickly now, spreading like a slime mold. In no time, Sho is completely covered by it. From the top of his head to his toes, he's consumed by the mold. My conscious mind keeps screaming that I need to do something to save him. Yet my body still refuses to move, shocked into inaction. Finally, the only thing that's left is a Sho-shaped mountain of mold. I couldn't save him. Right. I forgot about Daimon. I gotta help him. Stumbling my way out of the old building, I find Daimon laying on the floor. He doesn't verbally respond when I call his name. He only lets out a small groan. His breathing's so shallow, it's like his life's hanging by a thread. Crap. I carry him all the way back to the infirmary and ask Moe to call an ambulance. Man, that one... Moe and I board the ambulance together with him. During the ride, I tell Moe about Sho's death and what happened with Kashima. While I'm comforting the sobbing girl, the ambulance arrives at K Hospital. Although he's received treatment, it's also unclear why I'm fine, even though I'd been to all the same places he'd been, and I'd witnessed what happened to Sho. My mind keeps circling back to one thing that could explain this unscientific situation. It's a work of a spirit. Is this because of the Departed's curse? Yes. If the Departed's curse is what put Daimon in this coma, he may snap out of it after the Departed disappears and show. The only way I can possibly come close to atoning for what happened to him is to put an end to this case. Wonder what kind of future awaits me. I've reached the point of no return. Man, I feel like that one was a lot worse than Ai's death. Because as far as we know, it was just, oh, she got her soul sucked out and then that was it. Well, I mean, other stuff happened, but I mean, imagine having to be fully conscious while mold eats away at you. Ugh. And then we have to witness that.